Thé Basilic by Molinard, a refreshing summer scent for a zen attitude. Hello YouTube, hello dear Fragmatics, welcome to another video. Today we take a look at Thé Basilic by Molinard, a citrus aromatic fragrance classified as unisex, launched in 2019, and this is part of the collection La Fraîcheur, meaning the freshness. You have this steady, minimalistic looking box with this reddish copper looking color accent, which are hard pressed into the bottle. On the top you have the logo of the house. On the bottom you have the batch code, which is almost impossible to read. And on the back you have the ingredients and a few words from the owner, from Célia Lerouge-Bénard, saying that exquisite materials are the secret to the finest fragrances. Well, we all know that. Let's get to the main attraction of this video, which is the bottle. Let me open it, and big surprise, this is the bottle. As you can see, it's a translucent bottle. It has this lavender color accent. On the back you have two leaves. I think they are the basil leaves or the green tea leaves, or both of them. Have a steady cap. You can pick, as you already noticed, you can pick your fragrance by the cap. It doesn't click into place, but it has a good grip on the bottle. The cap is metallic, it's heavy, feels high quality. And on the top of the cap you have the logo of the house. And this is the atomizer. It's not as high quality and as steady as the cap, but it does the job. Let me show you how it sprays. Okay, sprays a good load, quite far away, good mist. I mean, it doesn't feel steady, but it does the job, and very well. Let's go to Fragmaticus. The main accords are green notes, fresh spicy, aromatic, citrus, fresh notes, herbaceous and fruity. And now let's read the official notes. On the top we have basil, mint, lemon and bergamot. On the middle you have tea leaf, green tea, black currant, jasmine and lavender. And on the base you have lemon verbena, musk and calone or calone, I don't know how to pronounce this chemical. The important thing is that this chemical mimics the sea breeze. It has a sea breeze kind of a smell with a slight floral and fruity note. Thé Basilic by Molinard reminds you of Aqua Allegoria Erba Fresca Eau de Toilette by Guerlain. Has a similar opening but different outcomes when it goes into the heart. The basil mixes with the sweetness of the tea leaves and the fruity accords. The invigorating effect of the mint and citruses are creating a perfect accord between freshness and serenity. The fragrance is created as an ode to nature, capturing in the bottle the rich and relaxing green notes of the tea mixed with the aromatics and the citruses from the southern France. It smells green and refreshing, like a cup of green tea mixed with basil, mint and citruses, giving it a cooling sensation that completely changes your mood right away. Once you smell it, it calms you down and induces a state of relaxation. Feels like your body is releasing all the stress and fatigue. They could easily name this fragrance Zen Eau de Parfum. Nobody would know it. It's a cooling and refreshing summer scent with herbal sweetness, similar to what you get in those iced teas you buy from the tea shops. Now let's analyze the evolution of the scent profile. When it opens, it has an alcohol punch for the first 5 seconds, but nothing too harsh. It's a beautiful opening, except the first 5 seconds. Very quickly you are presented with a green tea note on a plate made with basil, mint and citruses. It's like you are getting served a cold infusion with herbal notes, and the main ingredients are the green tea and the basil. It's mouth-watering. It's a green, slight bitter tea with some sweet accords to balance the bitterness, and aromatic flavors from the basil and mint. The mint is quite powerful in the first 5 minutes, but after it comes down and goes into the background and you start to feel more of the basil. You get a spark from the citruses, and for sure you will love the opening because it's fresh and bright. The tea and the green tea are also quite powerful in the first few minutes, and they are the main attraction in this fragrance, complemented by the basil, which also contributes to the sweet accord you can detect in the opening. The opening, except those 5 seconds, is the best part about this fragrance. It smells so good, refreshing and summery. It changes your mood. It forces you to go into a state of zen attitude, while offering a cooling and moisturizing sensation that goes from your nose to all of your body. When you get to the middle, you lose almost all the mint, but you still keep the citrus background from the opening. The sweetness, the iced tea vibe, also comes down and feels more natural than it felt in the opening. The green tea note also starts to round up and feels less aggressive. You don't get anymore the real depiction of the green tea leaf you got into the opening. You don't get anymore the herbal, slight woody and slight bitter taste. You are still getting the green note, but it's like the smell after you brew it. A rounded, uniform green note with some basil popping here and there to fill the missing spaces. Occasionally, you start to detect the black currant, but nothing too noticeable. And also occasionally, you are presented with a slight powdery floral accord, but again, not too powerful. It's like being there, but not being there in the same time. The opening, it's amazing. The heart of the fragrance is still good. But in the dry down, you don't get too much. It still smells good and natural, but it's a quite simple scent profile. You start to detect the lemon verbena taking her place, complemented by the green tea note, which by now is just a memory of how complex it was. It's a nice green tea and sweet lemon smell that feels clean and refreshing without being soapy or smelling like clean laundry. The combination between the musk and the sea breeze note create an airy sensation that works well also with the lemon verbena and the green tea note. And the fragrance ends with a lemon verbena and green tea mix. Before I will resume everything I just said, I just remember that I didn't mention in the beginning of this video that Thé Basilic means tea and basil. Well, now you have it. A very good fragrance for warm weather, especially those extremely hot summer days, which poses a great problem for fragrances in generally. Thé Basilic is there to answer those difficult questions in the summertime when the heat is melting everything around you, and most of the fragrances will choke you or everyone around you. Thé Basilic has an amazing opening, cooling, refreshing and state changing. You immediately feel relaxed, cooled and hydrated. Good fragrance if you love the green tea smell, a quite realistic depiction and well done. The problems are starting right after the opening, after the wow effect goes away. You are starting to get less and less and less from your fragrance. Normally, from a good fragrance, you expect to evolve, to transform, and to impress you in the process. In this case, after you experience the opening, you wish the fragrance be linear and never change and stay the same and just be linear, nothing else. And for a few moments, you might think it will be the case. Well, it's not. It changes and loses all the sparkling and the bright notes from the opening that makes it so special. Other problems are longevity and performance. Well, like I said, performance it's not great. Depending on the skin type and the conditions, you can get around 4 to 5 hours. Projection, again, this is a summer fragrance which limits her power. It needs to be close to the skin, and don't forget this is a tea-based fragrance, so it needs to be calm and fresh. You can't expect to smell like you just got plenty of green tea leaves and you rubbed them all over your body. you need to be realistic about it. You get arm length projection for the first 1.5 hours and then sits close to the skin. Sillage, same as the projection, good sillage or average, let's say average, in the first 1.5 hours and then sits close to your body. When you can wear Thé Basilic by Molinard. Definitely a summer fragrance, but you can stretch it also for the springtime. Time of the day, daytime, nighttime, doesn't count. Dress code doesn't count either. Formal, sport, business, dating, cuddling, everything. It's an ideal fragrance for every occasion for the warm days. When it comes to age, 16 and older, no restrictions there. Who can wear this fragrance? Men, women, doesn't count. It's a balanced scent profile with a lot of green notes, citruses and fruity notes. So I think it's a great unisex fragrance. Now, even though I said the big and convincing yes, I need to give you some extra advice. First, if you already own Aqua Alegoria Erba Fresca Eau de Toilette by Guerlain, I think you will be disappointed by Thé Basilic by Molinard. But that depends on your taste, of course. Second, if you already own or plan to buy Thé Vert à la Menthe by Occitane en Provence, I advise you to at least test both of them and decide which one fits your needs. Now, the last case, if you just want a new green tea fragrance, a different take of a green tea fragrance, this is a 100% safe blind buy. It's not an expensive fragrance, but in the same time it's not a cheap fragrance either. So I will advise you to play safe. At this moment you can buy the 75 ml bottle or the 2.5 ounces for a price between 69 and 85 euros, of course depending on your sources. And that's all for today, dear Fragmatics. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you have something to say or to add, please share your feedback in the comments area. I want to take a moment to say a special thank you to all my current subscribers, and if you are new here and if it's your first time and you watch this video until the end, it means that I'm doing something good, something you like, something useful. So I will invite you to subscribe to join the family. To all of you, thank you for watching my videos, thank you for all your feedback, thank you for the support, thank you for being here. That's all for today. Until next time, stay safe, take care. Bye.